I actually think the best skills you can have are understanding that you don't know everything and knowing when to ask questions and that it's okay to ask questions and embracing failing and failing fast. I see a decent amount of executives, I'll say, in this fear paralysis state because of AI.
Mhm.
Because as you, to your point, have these experiences and you build up this muscle, you become an executive at some point in time. And therefore, the executives think we need to know everything because we just spent the last 15 years working our way up here. If we don't know something one time, people are going to think that we don't deserve this role. And that's crazy, but that's the methodology and the mentality they have. And for AI and experimentation to happen, you have to let go of you're not always going to be a teacher and knowing when you can put on your student hat. And it actually makes everybody else around you feel more comfortable because if you don't know the answer and you're not afraid to ask questions, then they don't have to be afraid to ask questions. And so you inherently create this better culture just by not being afraid of being a student again and embracing safe experimentation, but also like rapid failure, because that's when you really learn a lot. And I think that's the message for these younger generations as well, is it's less about picking a career that's safe because like what does that actually mean anymore? And saying like, okay, what is a curiosity that you have? How can you use the technology to get to that 3-year version of you or 5-year version of you doing that thing that you love and studying the task or the industry or the hobby that you love faster? That's what I would use it for.
I love that. I'll add a couple of things onto that that when I talk to young people, I think is really great advice. One is the what you do will change throughout your
Mhm.
career. Current estimates, and I'm sure these are going to change, are that you're going to have 9 different what you do's
Yeah.
throughout your life. For young people, 7 of those haven't even been invented yet. Podcaster or internet marketer wasn't a career. YouTuber wasn't a thing when I was in high school. So they haven't even been invented yet. So don't get hung up on the what.
Right.
I think also too many people focus on finding their why or their
Mhm.
mission, and that can be overwhelming. That can feel exhausting, or you can feel frustrated that you don't get to do that purpose all the time. But the how you do it is what I heard you say in your answer. You reminded me of this because you can control how you do it. And I think more and more we're going to be getting paid less for what we know because AI knows everything. We can look it up, we can ask the answer to any question. And so you don't need to study the what as much, but you can learn how to be flexible. You can learn how to be a better communicator. You can learn how to think and how to experiment and how to fail intelligently and learn lessons. And those are the skills that are going to pay off for the rest of your life, regardless of what you
Absolutely.
do.